Welcome back for our weekly talk with the Pacific Coast Business Times. Jorge Mercado reports on the big news of state lawmakers approving a plan backed by Governor Newsom to keep Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant open until 2030. You can read it on the Pac Biz Times website right now. It's the top story. Jorge is with us live. We're glad to be able to talk with you about this timely report today, Jorge. In 2016, there was a whole plan worked out to phase out the Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant by the year 2025. A lot of work was put into it. PG&E agreed to it. Now state leaders are changing course pretty quickly. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest reason is that, Governor Gavin Newsom and other environmentalists were really just nervous about whether or not California had the energy supply through renewable energies to really meet the needs of the California consumers. There have been rolling blackouts even while we have Diablo Canyon. And so that's been a big concern because once you reach 2025, if we don't have the energy source, those become a lot more dangerous for Californians that need that energy.
It's not as easy as flipping a switch. The plant needs money for upgrades. So how's the state looking to help PG&E keep it running?
Yeah, I mean, there's still steps PG&E needs to take. This isn't over. PG&E did receive a $1.4 billion forgivable loan from the state to kickstart that extension process, but that loan is expected to be paid back using federal money. Now, California legislature has approved its extension, so PG&E can finally apply for federal funding from a $6 billion pool under the Department of Energy Civil Nuclear Credit Program. But if that federal funding doesn't come through, PG&E will have to return that $1.4 billion back to the state, and Diablo Canyon will still shut down fully by 2025 as planned.
Okay. Now, we hear two main criticisms of Diablo staying open: the risk of a nuclear waste spill caused by an earthquake, and a complacency with the status quo that some believe is keeping California from getting more wind and solar power online. But another part of this is jobs in the economy, right? How will the plant staying open affect those things?
Yeah, I mean, the plant staying open, I mean, that's about $225 million going into one of the largest employers in SLO County being able to keep that workforce alive. Senate Bill 846 also includes another $160 million that was earmarked for local land conservation and local economic development in SLO County. I mean, that's a huge influx of money that could help them once Diablo Canyon finally shuts down, whether it's 2025 or 2030, could definitely help actually push it forward. It could help sort of retrain that workforce into working in those renewable jobs. And I think you hit on another big part of it. I mean, this extension isn't just an opportunity to keep putting off getting more renewable energy sources online. I mean, we need to greatly expedite that process, and the legislature made that clear. It's really more of a bridge strategy. And I think one of the things that was really crucial is that the negotiations wouldn't get in the way of slowing down something like offshore wind up the coast of Morro Bay. So certainly that's the big need at this point, to still get those opportunities online.
And State Assembly Member Jordan Cunningham, who represents the district where Diablo Canyon is, has spoken about this. I've spoken with him about it. He's wanted the state to explore the option of multiple energy sources, and he's in favor of this, correct?
Yeah, no, I mean, he co-authored Senate Bill 846, which was passed, and he was definitely in favor of it just because, again, California has those concerns that a random September 9th, 2025, we just are not going to have the energy capacity to meet everyone's needs. And so being able to explore that and keep the plant open 5 years is certainly the better option that they felt at this point. And it's certainly better than the 10 years that Newsom originally wanted and proposed for the plant's extension.
Right. So the legislature got it down from 10 to 5 to 2030. And have we heard from PG&E on this yet?
No, PG&E has yet to comment, but, I think they want to make sure that they get in their application for that program that they need to apply for to get federal money by September 6th. So sure, they need to get that done first.
Yeah, a lot is happening here very quickly at the end of the state legislative session, and then trying to get the federal dollars, as you say. You can read more about this in Jorge's article in the Pacific Coast Business Times. We'll post a link to it as well. Jorge, thanks so much.
Thank you, Scott.